this host made multiple cast members cry on Wednesday before the table read because he hated the ideas.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the most notable Saturday Night Live hosts whose notoriety and bad behavior on the show left a terrible impression on its ensemble cast.
How am I supposed to compete with this? Look at his gentle face, Papa!
Number 10, Donald Trump.
People think I'm controversial, but the truth is, I'm a nice guy. I don't hold grudges against anybody, like Rosie O'Donnell.
When Donald Trump hosted SNL in November 2015, he had only launched his presidential campaign a few months prior and wasn't yet the Republican frontrunner. Nevertheless, the decision to have him host reportedly caused an uproar among the show's cast and writers because of his controversial statements.
Hi, I'm Donald Trump, and I'll be hosting SNL with Sia.
And the ratings are gonna be huge. That's my Donald Trump.
Former cast member Taran Killam, who appeared with Trump in the opening monologue, later said Trump was, quote, not an enjoyable person to be around. He also called the decision to platform him, quote, embarrassing and shameful.
It's really hard to have played a part in sort of encouraging, or not even encouraging, but just offering a platform and promoting for someone who I find I'm constantly disappointed in.
Additionally, it was reported in a book written by journalist Susan Morrison that writer and former cast member Tim Robinson said that showrunner Lorne Michaels had, quote, lost his mind for inviting Trump to host. Number 9, George Steinbrenner. The best SNL hosts show up as a blank slate and fully commit to whatever is thrown their way. The worst, like New York Yankees owner George Steinbrenner, do the exact opposite.
By no reasonable definition of the word can I be considered an entertainer. I mean, I'm not going to wear a beard made of bees or drink kerosene and light my burps. No way.
According to Conan O'Brien, who was a writer at the time, Steinbrenner came in with his own ideas of what he found personally funny. As a result, he shot down many of the staff's material and insisted on only doing what he liked. Unsurprisingly, the humor of a 60-year-old businessman didn't have wide appeal.
I think it's just that your performance has been, well, Pete said that, well... Yes, sir? Well, how do you think you're doing here?
As a result, most of the sketches fell flat, with Steinbrenner fumbling his way through them. The episode ended up being disliked not just by the cast and writing staff, but also by the audience.
What's the problem?
Well, Warren, what's the joke here? What's the point of this whole sketch?
Well, it's a parody of the Ultra Slim Fast commercials.
I know that, but why am I up here with these guys? They're ruthless dictators. I'm a baseball owner.
No, I understand.
Number 8, Frank Zappa. Just like George Steinbrenner, musician Frank Zappa apparently showed up to his hosting gig with a list of sketch ideas and dished out orders to the cast and writers to develop them.
Where did you meet our young one?
I spotted her in the front row last night, and I knew she was really special.
Throughout the episode, Zappa tossed his professionalism out the window, possibly because he felt hosting the show was beneath him. This behavior began during rehearsals, but got even worse during the live telecast. Zappa spent the entire night making funny faces at the camera, which was a huge distraction to the cast, and even ad-libbing lines.
Why don't the three of us get into my limo, drive down to LA together, and take this opportunity to really get down and rap?
It was almost like he was deliberately trying to ruin the sketches. By the end, the cast was pissed off. Lorne Michaels was furious, and Zappa was banned from ever returning to the show.
Frank, you really don't get high, do you?
No, I don't do drugs. I just don't like the effects it has on some people.
Number 7, Andrew Dice Clay.
Hey, get out of my face, all right? Can you see I wish I'd never been born?
You've got your wish, Dice Man. You've never been born.
In the late 80s and early 90s, comedian Andrew Dice Clay made a name for himself with his controversial brand of humor. When he was billed to host SNL in May 1990, the network even instituted a 5 to 7 second delay out of concern for his famously foul mouth.
You see, the only other time I wore this jacket... All right, Snapperhead, sit down, shut your mouth, and pay attention, all right?
Some of the cast members also had their own concerns, most notably Nora Dunn, who objected to Clay's sexist, racist, and homophobic jokes. On principle, she refused to appear in the episode.
Can I say something? I'd like to risk something.
Good, good.
Alex, I really care about you. I like you. But sometimes I have this fear that you're going to find out where I live and come late at night and assault me.
This also led the scheduled musical guest, Sinead O'Connor, to drop out as well. It was the first and only time a cast member had taken such a stand, and it reportedly led to Dunn's contract not being renewed for the following season.
We were well known as the worst cast of 1985.
Really?
Well, I didn't think we were coming back.
Number 6, Milton Berle. When he hosted SNL in 1979, long after his days as the face of Texaco Star Theater, Milton Berle was a celebrated figure in comedy. But that meant he arrived with a huge ego, which he forgot to check at the door.
Ladies and gentlemen, I was asked by the producer of this show to what the hell? NBC just dropped another show.
All week, Berle was reportedly condescending to the cast members, questioning their comedic chops and insisting his own ideas were the only ones worth using. Then, during the telecast, he allegedly tried to upstage the cast and slipped in old comedy bits that no one had rehearsed.
Lift up the coat. The coat is up. I can't see it.
He even reportedly flashed writer Alan Zweibel and cast member Gilda Radner in his dressing room. After capping the show with an arranged standing ovation for himself, Lorne Michaels banned him from ever hosting again.
And I'd like to say, give me a live audience like you for the rest of my career. Thank you very, very much.
Number 5, Justin Bieber. The Biebs had a notorious reputation in the early 2010s for his public behavior. That behavior seemed to spill over when he hosted SNL in 2013.
It's like my dumb parents, nobody understands me, bruh. That's why I totally threw that clay portrait at my mother. Then she called the cops on me.
According to former cast member Bill Hader, Justin Bieber lived up to every bit of the hype, and not in a good way, calling him the worst behaved host he saw during his tenure on the show.
Yeah, Bieber was, he just was in a bad place. Maybe he's in a better place, but then he was in it was rough.
Bieber reportedly came surrounded by an entourage so huge, they made it impossible for the team to actually talk to him and build the sketches. The consequences of that were painfully evident in the live telecast. Bieber looked terribly unprepared and often resorted to winking at the audience whenever a sketch started to tank.
How am I supposed to compete with this? Look at his gentle face, Papa. It's flawless. Who would not fall in love?
Number 4, Paris Hilton. During Paris Hilton's hosting gig in 2005, Seth Meyers placed a bet with his fellow cast members. He'd give $100 to anyone who Hilton asked a personal question. Turns out he got to keep his money.
No one could really get Paris Hilton, our host, to engage in any personal conversations. We realized she hadn't asked any of us a personal question, and this one said, the first person she asks a personal question, I'll give $100?
Yeah.
Didn't ask one person.
No.
Indeed, Hilton's unbothered energy was glaring throughout the week, as she showed very little desire to engage with the cast. According to Tina Fey, Hilton was a real piece of work, who took herself too seriously and barely put any effort into the sketches.
Does Doctor Who turn you on, baby? Well, I'm getting into my TARDIS right now. Ooh, I better put on my big floppy hat and scarf. I hope I don't find any Daleks here.
The writers apparently noticed this and adjusted the sketches so she wouldn't appear long enough to tank them. It's no surprise then that she is regarded as one of the worst hosts in the show's history.
What the hell are you doing in Switzerland?
Oh, I've been coming here forever. I made it hot.
Hold on a minute, hot stuff. I've been coming here forever. I'm the one who made it hot.
Number 3, Elon Musk. Just like his political ally, Donald Trump, the announcement that Elon Musk would host SNL wasn't well received by the show's cast.
To anyone I've offended, I just want to say I reinvented electric cars and I'm sending people to Mars in a rocket ship. Did you think I was also gonna be a chill, normal dude?
Their feelings didn't improve after the episode. If anything, they got worse. In an August 2024 interview, Bowen Yang revealed that an unnamed male host once made multiple cast members cry during the table read because he hated their ideas. A few months later, Chloe Fineman confirmed that the host in question was Musk, explaining that he had ridiculed a script she wrote for him.
I see my producer Ragnarok is trying to get my attention. What's wrong? Did I mess up?
You? Ha 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 ha, never. I just can't hold it any longer, Uli. I'm in love with you.
Musk later admitted on Twitter that he lashed out because he was worried his SNL appearance would be unfunny. Well, he wasn't wrong, and it wasn't necessarily for a lack of good material.
Is it true, as many have put forward today, that you are evil?
No, I am not evil. I just misunderstood.
Number 2, Chevy Chase.
I just want to say that my friends, the people who put on Saturday night, even since I've been gone before or after, still put on the best damn comedy show on the air.
It's an unfortunate irony that one of SNL's original breakout stars, Chevy Chase, became one of its most reviled hosts. After leaving the show in its second season, he returned to host 8 times, each appearance more contentious than the last.
You come back, you give Danny some story about his mother dying, try to pull the same thing on me, just to take over so you can satisfy your inflated ego.
We'll go back to Hollywood and do it, because it won't work here.
Will Ferrell called Chase the worst host ever, as he often yelled at them and made inappropriate comments to female staffers. He also targeted Terry Sweeney, the first openly gay cast member, with so many homophobic remarks that Lorne Michaels forced him to apologize.
Well, I just want to thank you, Johnny, wherever you are, for giving me my first big break. I owe it all to you, Johnny. Now eat my dust!
Most infamously, Chase and Bill Murray got into an actual fistfight in 1978, just moments before Chase was set to deliver the opening monologue. Chase hasn't hosted since 1997, and the cast probably sleeps better for it.
Thank you so much for getting me a ride on Chopper.
I don't think it'll actually give you a ride, but maybe you could sit in it while it's on the ground.
Oh, sit in it will do. Thank you very much, Mr. Caminetti. Thank you.
No problem. Good.
Yeah,
Gotta get going. Take care.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, Steven Seagal. Depending on what era they were on the show, cast members tend to give different answers when asked who the worst SNL host was. But nearly everyone who was around when Steven Seagal hosted agrees that he deserves that title.
I hope you'll forgive me for being a little bit serious, but it's important to me to let you know that there's a lot more to Steven Seagal than the martial arts.
Tim Meadows recalled that Seagal didn't understand the jokes and criticized the cast and writing staff. Likewise, David Spade shared that Seagal took himself way too seriously and never followed the plan, which often ended with him arguing with everyone on set.
Listen, son, I know that you think that I may be a little bit old-fashioned or something like that, but I have something that I'd kind of like to show you that has great significance to me.
Spade even remembers producers debating, for the first time ever, whether they should replace the host altogether. Apparently, the only person who thought Steven Seagal did a great job on the show and was loved by everyone was Steven Seagal.
$160. Oh, don't worry. It'll be reduced on appeal.
Now that makes me violent.
Who was your least favorite SNL host? Justify your choice in the comments below.